Okay, so just got out of cold shower for a little bit. Got the pup out here with me today. We're gonna do a little mobility stuff, get some blood flowing, get the joints a little loosened up. The original plan was to actually work out right now, but schedule of some stuff has changed, and so I'm gonna do that a little bit later, hopefully when the little guy's down for a nap. Right now it's a nice looking morning so far, a little chilly, but we're gonna get after it today. And I'm gonna do some kettlebell work and work on some bent presses and maybe a couple get-ups and just kind of get everything nice and loose and moving around. We're gonna get after it today. Let's do it. So we got a little mobility warm-up session in. On those days, I just like to, in those sessions, get joints moving through full range of motion. Yeah, and just get moving and feel good, start the day. Perfect morning sunlight coming on right now. I feel pretty good today, I slept good. Gonna hit it hard, hopefully a little bit later. When, like I said, the kid's down. Another family walk later tonight. Staying active while we're in this weird staying at home nonsense. And get some garden work done today as well, so we'll go over that. So one thing I get asked about a lot is the home gym setup and kind of what are some of the essentials for what goes into a good home gym. What do you need to start with? What can you maybe hold off on for a little bit? The one that I've got now, the stuff that I've got is very basic. I used to have a lot more. I've realized I don't need a lot more, so I've stripped a lot of stuff out, sold some stuff, got rid of some stuff, gave some stuff to a couple of friends or whatever. And so I'm just gonna give you a little rundown on what the current home gym setup looks like. Kind of my recommendations for what I think should be in your home gym setup, which right now is pretty crucial, right? So we're gonna go check it out. So the most recent addition to the home gym is the hang board. And I had a buddy that wasn't using it, asked him if I could borrow it for a little while, and so I threw it up there, and that's where we're doing all of our pull-ups and different grips and different pinch grips. Next on the list is arguably the most essential to my home gym setup, my collection of kettlebells. So I actually used to have a lot more, but again, I realized I didn't need as many, so I stripped it down to the essential weights, which we'll look at here. So starting over here is an old dinky, rusty, probably get tetanus from it, 50 pounder. I got two 55 pounders. I have two 35 pounders, and I actually have two 26 pounders, but I let my sister borrow one of these for her place while she's at home as well. So the kettlebells are my favorite piece of equipment. If I could only have one thing in terms of workout equipment, it would be a single 55 pound kettlebell. Totally versatile. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. Swings, presses, squats, get-ups, bent presses. I mean, and it's endless. So that's my most versatile piece. As we keep going this way, we've got weathered bumper plates and Onnit battle bag. That's got about 50 pounds of sand in it right now. I got a 20-pound steel mace from Onnit. This is the Ohio bar, Bella bar, which is my wife's, is right here. She was using it recently, so it's got more bumpers on it. I've also got different kinds of bands. I got them hanging up all over the place. There's one over there. I've got a set of rings. That is the most essential, basic. Here's the pup. Say hey, pup. It's actually his birthday today. How about that? 3 years old. And then I've got my whiteboard here, which is just actually, if you go to any hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever, you can get this press board, like whiteboard material stuff for super cheap. I got a 4x8 thing for like $11. So it's a good option to have if you just need something to scribble down and erase and just get a ton of workouts written. You can see all the stuff. We don't really erase things. We just add new workouts onto it. And then finally, which right now, it's being used more so as a shelf than anything, but this is the deep freezer. I use it for ice bath, the chest freezer. Fill it up with water, and get that sucker down cold. I do all my cold exposure training and ice in there. Right now it's empty because we're gonna have to use it for some excess beef that we're gonna get here soon. So that's actually a good thing. I'm okay with just taking cold showers for a while. That is the home gym setup. It's important to note too that while we're in this time where we've got more time on our hands, that you're actually using it to become productive or take this time and learn something, work on yourself in some way, so that when we get through the other side of this, whenever that's going to be, develop something that is going to be useful to yourself and useful to those around you and useful to your family and your community. And it's really easy to get sucked into the trap of, I'm stuck at home, I can't go anywhere, I can't do the things that I want to do. And instead we reframe that simply by changing the language that we're using. And we can begin to say, instead of, I can't do this, well, because I'm stuck at home, we can change that framework. Well, what do I get to do because I'm home? What are the things that I've been putting off that I haven't been able to do because I'm not home as much as maybe I wanted to be? Now I'm home so much. I have all this opportunity to do all of these things, read these books I've been wanting to read. I've got time to train my physical appearance, my physical body, things that we've been putting off because we said we didn't have time. Well, for most of us, we have a ton of time now. And so that is no longer an option in terms of using it as an excuse. But what we need to make sure we're doing is reframing the situation that we're in so that it's a positive experience and something that we'll be able to carry these habits that we build now long past whenever this settles down. And it will settle down. Who knows when that'll be? It'll settle down. Things might not be the same afterwards, but that's not always a bad thing. That can be really great and create a lot of really great opportunities for you and for other people that you may know. Take this time, like embrace it. And even though there are some things that aren't ideal, that doesn't matter. So what? Have fun with it and use this time. Be productive with this time.